I have a few news stories for you about Ethiopia, Tigray, fighting on Ethiopia-Sudan border, and then Russia-Ukraine conflict. Before that, we know that a few hours ago, Ethiopian government announced humanitarian truce in Ethiopia, in Tigray, to deliver aid to the people in Tigray who are in dire need of aid. We are waiting for official response from Tigray government. Tigray government has not released any statement so far. TPLF spokesperson Gata Choreda is also silent. As soon as we receive Tigray government's official response, we'll update you. Now for some news stories for you. First news story is about a statement of Ethiopian ambassador to the US, Fitsum Arega. He says phase 2 of media campaign against Ethiopia has started. Secondly, 48 hours ago, I reported about fighting between Tigray fighters and Ethiopian forces on Sudan side of Sudan-Ethiopia border. Now we have more updates for you. For the last 4 days, reportedly, fighting has been going on, those small scale clashes, but in more than one places, fighting is being reported on Sudan-Ethiopia border. Thirdly, Tigrayans are continuing their protests. They've been seen protesting in Brussels, Belgium. We have a clip for you. Lastly, 3 updates from Russia-Ukraine conflict. Let's start from a news story which is about a statement of Ethiopian ambassador to the US, Fitsum Arega. He says that phase 2 of international media campaign against Ethiopia has started. After a brief lull, now this phase 2 is underway. And the purpose of this phase 2 media campaign is to demonize Ethiopia and to undermine Ethiopian sovereignty. Why is Fitsum Arega making such claims? We did see reporting last year by international media, which was criticized by Ethiopian government as an attempt to destabilize Ethiopia, as interference in Ethiopian internal matters. Then things settled a bit. But within the past few days, international media has shared some news stories which are being criticized by Ethiopian government. Firstly, New York Times published a story about killing of some aid workers who were killed in Tigray in June. New York Times shared some evidence as well that the aid workers of Doctors Without Borders, MSF, they were killed at the orders of a colonel of Ethiopian National Defense Force. Though Dina Mufti, Foreign Ministry spokesperson of Ethiopia, rejected the news story today, but New York Times shared some evidence which is being rejected by Ethiopian government. Secondly, we know that HR 6600 and S3199 are pending. One is pending with US House of Representatives, and S3199 is pending with US Senate's Committee on Foreign Relations. In coming days, there could be some progress about these 2 bills which call for sanctions against Ethiopian government. That is why Fitsum Arega is not happy with international media, that once again it's trying to demonize Ethiopia. But Ethiopian government can have its counter narrative about the stories published by international media. If the media has shared some fake news stories, some partial reporting is being done. Ethiopian government should demand apology from the international news outlets. We haven't seen that so far. It happened when CNN reported about TDF getting close to capital Addis Ababa last year, but that news story was definitely was fake. It was very irresponsible reporting of the CNN. But this time we have not seen any such reporting which could be considered as irresponsible as against facts. Second, viewers, Sudan Ethiopia border. 48 hours ago, I reported about fighting near Brecht settlement on Sudan side of Sudan Ethiopia border. Fighting was between Tigray fighters and Ethiopian government forces. Now, once again, it is being confirmed by some local sources who say for the last 72 hours, small scale fighting has been going on. Sounds of shooting, artillery firing can be heard in the area. Now, fighting is being reported in two places. Firstly, Brecht, a settlement on Sudan-Ethiopia border. And secondly, Dima checkpoint is also the place where some clashes have happened. Dima checkpoint is right on Ethiopia-Sudan border. It's close to Humra. And Humra to Brecht distance is around 25 kilometers, and Dema is very close to Humra. It's right on Humra Sudan border. So, in at least two places, these clashes are being reported. Can we say that a new offensive is being planned from Tigray fighters from Sudan into Humra, Volkai, Segre, Western Tigray? No large scale offensive so far, but we have reported in previous videos that preparations are there, which have been reported by some local sources that some Tigrayan fighters were seen organizing on Sudan side of the border, but no large scale offensive so far. But for the last 4 days, small scale clashes have been going on near Dima checkpoint and near Brecht. Thirdly, viewers, Ethiopian diaspora members are continuing their protests. Diaspora members from Tigray, we have seen a protest in Brussels, Belgium, in which the protesters chanted slogans calling for an end to siege. They were carrying some banners, placards with pictures of Abune Matthias as well, Orthodox Church patriarch who is a Tigrayan. People don't like when I discuss ethnicity. I don't like it either. Some viewers contacted me, they say, Sajid, in every topic you bring in ethnicity. You should avoid it. Yes, I don't like discussing ethnicity, but problem is that Ethiopian politics, religion, it's revolving around ethnicity. So it's difficult not to discuss this thing. Tigrayans were carrying pictures of Abune Matthias, who a few days ago through TMH released a video message calling for an end to the crisis in Tigray. But we know that Tigray Orthodox Church has split with Ethiopian Orthodox Church. But Abune Matthias is very respected, well respected in Tigray, and Tigrayans have been showing their concern for the safety of Abune Matthias as well. That since he has been speaking in support of Tigray, in support of people of Tigray, his life could be in danger. Before showing you this clip from Belgium, Brussels, three very quick updates from Russia-Ukraine conflict. Today, first exchange of prisoners happened between Russia and Ukraine. 10 prisoners were exchanged by the two sides. Secondly, Russia is evacuating Ukrainian citizens from Mariupol. Mariupol is under siege for weeks, and at least 400,000 Ukrainians have been evacuated from Mariupol into Russia. You see, this is a strange war that Russia is attacking Ukraine. At the same time, Russia is evacuating Ukrainians from Ukraine into Russia. Lastly, a Russian ship was attacked, reportedly attacked at Berdyansk port today. Berdyansk is in southern Ukraine under the control of Russian forces. Russia took it more than a week ago. This port city is under Russian control. A Russian ship, large landing ship, caught fire at Berdyansk port today. Ukrainian news sources say that this ship was hit by a missile fired by Ukrainian forces. This is the first attack on a Russian Navy ship since the start of this conflict, if it is an attack. Russia has not confirmed any attack on the ship so far, but Ukrainian news sources say that it was an attack from Ukraine on Russian Navy ship. Watch two videos. First video shows Tigrayan diaspora protesting in Brussels, Belgium. Second video shows Russian large landing ship which has caught fire. You can see in the video at Berdyansk port. Thank you for watching.
We're standing with humanity.